Hello, Urimashe. How are you doing?
I am doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing just fine myself. Now, you're a VTuber, but you don't stream on Twitch. You're exclusively a VTuber on Kick.
Yeah, I did have a start on I did have a start on Twitch. However, it was without a VTube model. I didn't actually talk much in the stream. I was pretty much playing Diablo 4, just kind of playing around with OBS software and figuring things out. And then I heard about Kick and I was just like, well, that's a newer platform and probably has a lot of room to grow and I was hearing a lot of good things about Kick. So I I I decided to go over and join Kick. And so far it's been very successful. Um I'm up to 459 followers and growing. Um I have 36 subscribers now somehow. Like that was a jump overnight.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that was interesting.
you've grown really well on Kick. I've had two previous interview guests who I've met them both through Kick back in the short time I was there.
Uh-huh.
One of them still streams on Kick. They multi-stream on Kick and Twitch, and the other moved back to Twitch completely. Similar to me. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Maybe I
w-
know him.
uh, right, you probably do. You probably do. As was that Wabbit Ranger and Mun Bun. You probably know Wabbit
Yep,
Ranger.
I know Rabbit Ranger and I know Bun as well. Um I was wondering why I hadn't seen Bun around. You just answered my question or answered that riddle for me. As far as Rabbit Ranger, I know Rabbit Ranger I think is multi-streaming now. I have seen them on um Kick here the last couple of days. So, um
Yeah, like
you know,
he's still doing the grind on Kick and on Twitch. On top of that,
mm-hmm. Now, and I understand that, you know, both platforms have different features that people like. Like Twitch has, ad revenue, obviously, and some people find that that helps them um, when they don't have subscribers coming in, which is understandable. I personally don't like ads myself. I think they're pretty invasive. However, there are ad types that are, like banners and stuff that you can just, click out of and stuff like that. Those
yeah.
those those are non-harmful, non-invasive ads. It's when you go into a stream and immediately have to watch um 2 minutes worth of ads before you can even watch the streamer you're watching. That's that's excessive. It becomes, in my eyes, a problem. I'd rather be on Kick and not have that for my viewers.
Yeah, like on my streams, I have like at maximum 1 minute per hour on stream on for ads. I don't know if I don't even know if I can even like completely disable ads on my streams or not.
They used to have an option where you could disable your ads. Um, but I believe a few months ago they removed that ability because there was too many people just not doing ads.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
had, yeah, I know they changed their policy in which you have to have a certain amount of ads for a certain length of your stream or something like that. So, um, some people will manually run a whole bunch of ads at the start of their stream and then go without ads for the rest of their stream.
Oh, that's a good idea,
Just so they
actually.
can continue having that revenue. I know one Twitch streamer, um, I'm not going to name him, but what he does is he takes all of his the money he earns through Twitch. He calculates how much he needs for, living off of and stuff like that. The rest he puts back in by gifting subscribers or gifting subscriptions to viewers on his channel. So that way they don't have to put up with ads. And to counteract the ads thing, when he first goes live, he will play all of the ads that he can for his stream, all in one go. So that way people don't have to deal with it. That's his workaround for it, and it seems to
Oh,
work great for him.
that's really good. It's especially just gifting viewers of subscriptions. That's a really good way to get back to your community.
Hmm.
Now, when you started as Kick, you just immediately went into VTubing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Why
It took,
VTubing?
well, for one, a lot of people don't feel comfortable showing their face, due to social anxieties and stuff like that. Um, Honestly, I could probably care less if somebody saw my face. Um, I do care about, since I stream from my room. Like, this is my bedroom, but it's also my play area. Um, because, you know, I don't need my roommate or his brother, you know, looking at what I'm doing and stuff like that. So I would rather not have people see my room in its disheveled state, because I'm a normal human being, and my personal space is personal. Um, has that personal character to it. Now, um, another reason why I have this is I regularly spend time in a VR program called VR Chat, which a lot of people know about these days. And this is actually the avatar I use in VR Chat. Um, this is basically my persona. Um, there there was a joke going around that, well, it's not a joke. It's actually canon from the animated series. Um, Batman does not refer to himself as Bruce Wayne in his mind. He refers himself as Batman.
Does he?
This was actually in Batman Beyond where this lore came about. Um, Me, myself, I don't actually refer to myself in my head as um, the name I grew up with, nor the nickname I grew up with. I actually refer to myself as Yuri.
Really?
Um, yeah, yeah. And in my own head, I am Yuri. If somebody were to say that name out and about, I'd probably go, huh?
So
What are you calling me?
Uri. Is that the right pronunciation? Uri.
Well, actually, the name came from Yusuke Urimeshi from Yu Yu Hakusho, an
Oh, okay.
anime.
So it'd be more
Um,
Yuri.
I, f- yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it'd be more Yuri. Um, I started using this name back when I was, I don't know, 10 or 11 years old. Um, 35 now, so it's been quite a long time of having this name. So, um, that's where it originally came from. And my first use of this name was back in um, a game called Lineage. Not Lineage 2, which everyone plays these days, but the first Lineage. My friend had an account and his parents paid for it, and I had a character on his account that I came over when I played. Um, and the name stuck, and it's always been that name. Um,
So,
and yeah,
Yuri is like an OC for you then?
OC. What does OC mean
Uh,
again?
Original character.
Original character. Um, yeah, yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's my only character. Any game, any any online forum and everything, I've always used the name Urimeshi.
Okay, so yeah, it's your
Um,
go-to then.
yep, yep, yep.
Now, with VTubing, your model's design was it why did you go for the goat boy?
the lamb.
Yeah, the
Um,
Lamb Boy.
so when I was first exploring VR chat, I was really trying to find something that fit me quite well. And I stumbled across a creator. Um, uh, she's changed names so many times. I'm not sure what she's going by right now. I'd have to dig it up. But oh, there's their Discord. They're going by. Nope, that isn't their Discord. Dang. Oh, hold on. Oh, they're going by Prism right now. That's right. So, Prism designed. Well, didn't they designed this model after Miku Miku Dance, a another program people make 3D models for, to do little dances and stuff. And apparently, this was made by assets of that program pulled into VR chat. There's a little controversy behind it because um, these assets can no longer be sold on VR chat
Oh.
because the original creator of the Miku Miku Dance assets was just like, hey, don't use my stuff for personal gain. So I had already had the outfit, so I basically took it, modified it in Unity um, to have. I had Prism originally do it. She modified it to say Sleepy Yuri on the shirt and purple it and everything. I had a creator from Fiverr change my hair so it has the purple tips. Um, and and then eventually, I got the full files for this avatar and re-uploaded it via Unity with VRChat's 3.0 system. Um, when I did that, hello Mystic, good to see you. Sorry, my chat. Um, when I modified it for the last time, um, it essentially fully became mine in my persona. It was just it was an avatar I felt comfortable in, and I was able to express myself in. And through time, it became me. This is the avatar I use. This is this is how I see myself um, for the foreseeable future. I am working on a new avatar with um, the same looks. It just has a different body um, shape, more into how I feel like I want to be, but still very much the same. Same clothes, same hair, everything like that. Ever since I started streaming, I no longer have time to finish finish that avatar um, between work and streaming. I am hoping that I can. One of my friends who does avatar creations, I am hoping I can get him to um, fulfill a promise he made to me a long time ago on making me a newer version of this avatar. Since I already got part of the work done, maybe I can get them to finish it.
Okay, so with VTubing, you started VTubing when Kick started up. That's a few months, I believe. Or maybe a couple more months. I don't exactly remember when Kick started. Like I believe in the second half of last year,
Um, so I started on Kick back in June, July.
June, July. So yeah,
Um,
the second half of
it's
last year.
yeah, yeah. So I'm actually coming up on my year in Kick. I don't know if I'm going to do some kind of celebration for that. I might just put it in the title. Um, but it definitely would be nice to showcase my growth in a year's time.
And before that, when you were on Twitch, just playing Diablo 4, how long were you doing that?
I apologize. It seems my stream dropped out for a moment. for some reason. Not sure why.
It was still running on my end.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a hiccup on my end. It might not be nothing. What was that question again?
It was before you hopped on Kick when you were still on Twitch. How long were you doing that for?
Um, so back when Twitch became, or back when Justin TV became Twitch, I used to watch a set of streamers who streamed. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit of a little backstory here. Um, I used to watch a set of streamers play World of Tanks. Back then, I was really heavily into that game, and I wanted to play with a streamer, and I got to play with them a couple times, and they bounced around the idea of me streaming my playing, and I did do that a few times, way, way back then on my account. Um, but it was at the time I was really young, and I had a lot of other things going on and I couldn't devote time to any streams, so I stopped. I put my streaming fantasies on the back burner for a long time. Um, so in about April, May, June, May and June of last year, I started back up with the streaming on Twitch, messing around with OBS settings and everything while I played Diablo 4. Um, and it was surprisingly, I was getting a lot of followers in a short amount of time while playing Diablo 4, even though I wasn't really talking much with people. I would say hi and then maybe go into a conversation here and there, but I was mostly quiet on my stream, just playing Diablo 4. And that lasted maybe 2 weeks, maybe three. And then I switched over to Kick. Um, But as far as my use of Twitch, I've been using Twitch since it was Justin TV,
Yeah, you mentioned that.
for
That's
entertainment.
you mentioned that the Justin TV name. That was a long time ago now, wasn't it? More
Yeah,
than
that
10?
was a very, very long time ago.
Yeah, like that
Yeah, it
that
was
that
probably
is
about 10 years ago. No, no, more than 10 years ago.
yeah, that is
Because
ancient history at this point.
I was like 22, 23.
Yeah, and you're in your I believe you said 37 or
No, 35.
35. Okay, I overshot.
Yep.
No, you're kind of on the older side for VTubers, at least as far as people have interviewed so far.
Well, I have met some, I know some people who are older who VTube. Um, there's nothing wrong with being an older person in VTubing. Obviously, it's a it
Eh,
is a creative outlet, I
yeah,
should say.
it's definitely a great avenue for people of a wide range of ages.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, for you, can you see yourself still VTubing going into your 40s?
Probably, yeah, probably. Um, it may change over time. Um, one of the quite recently there was a content creator who did mostly VR chat stuff. Um, and they have recently, um, actually for their own privacy, and stuff. I actually know them in VR chat, but they switched from being a um, VR chat streamer, kind of like maybe a VR chat lewd streamer, to just a normal person, showing their face and streaming more wholesome content on both Twitch, mostly just Twitch right now, since they switched their persona. Um, but so there are people out there who do switch from, say, a VTuber style of streaming to a face cam and more relaxed content under a new name that they've given themselves. So, I mean, I can't say that it wouldn't happen in the future. It is definitely a possibility. However, I don't see it happening anytime soon. I I plan on being this adorable lamb for as long as I can.
Now, since you're remaining a lamb for a while, do you have any goals? Any goals within like the next year, or in goals within like the next 5 years?
Well, the goal within the next year is I would love a shiny check mark next to my name. Um,
The verified check
that's what
mark.
I would like. Yep, yep. I don't need the process to happen that happens after you get the check mark to become a partner. Um, though within the next 5 years, that would be something I definitely wouldn't mind happening is being part of the Kick creators. Um, just so that way I can do um, something similar to what the gentleman who I talked about earlier, who supplies subscriptions to his viewers at no cost to them so that they don't have to watch ad revenue. I mean, if I ever get to that point in my popularity that I would be able to do that, I would much love to be able to do that. Um, that might be harder to do on Kick, as Kick has a different payment system than Twitch.
Yeah.
But it might be something to look into in the future.
Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Uh, uh, Beethoven, is it to you? Is it just a hobby, or is it something you would like to make a kind of sort of a career?
Well, I wouldn't mind making this a career. Um, being able to interact with chat, have a good time every day, even if there are bad days, because I know that I'm not delusional to the. Oh, excuse me. I'm not delusional into thinking that there isn't bad days. I know streamers who've made this into a career and have to continue doing things they don't like because it's what their chat wants. But there are streamers out there who are a variety streamer who do quite well for themselves and are able to do things that they enjoy almost every day and interact with chat every day. And it would be a very nice thing to have in the future would be to have a big following and to be able to interact with the people I enjoy interacting with every day. Um, and being able to make a living doing it so I wouldn't have to it would make it so I would be able to be with chat longer almost every day. And I think that's probably what I would do is be one of those streamers who pretty much streams every day to chatting with chat, enjoying games, and just living life on the entertainment side of life, which would be nice. I personally would like to see that happen, but we'll see.
Has it ever like been a goal in your mind at all? Like to be like a full time content creator?
Yes, yes. Um, it would be a lie to say it isn't. However, I look at it in sort of a nonchalant type of view because if it happens, it's going to happen. If it's not going to happen, I mean, if my content stays the way it is, my viewership stays the way it is, just a bunch of uh, a few lurkers hanging out in chat while I enjoy myself on stream, that's fine too. I mean, I'm here. I'm here because I enjoy doing it. I am here because I like chat, enjoying the content that I make. Um, if they're entertained when I'm playing video games or hanging out with some of the people I hang out with while chatting, it's a plus, you know? So, um, just
Now,
being able to continue doing what I'm doing now I would enjoy doing that.
yeah. Now, with Kick, an experience that both Bun Bun and Wabbit Ranger have had is they specifically pointed out to the one particular user who would regularly come into their streams, post a lot of toxic things, uh, seemingly post fake doxes on in their chats, of like say like a furry or whatever. Like they'll post like, oh, here's a furry's address or whatever, and whenever this person will get banned, they just come back with a new account. Did you ever have like that experience?
I mean, there have been a few experiences between me and other VTubers that there are people who are malicious and they will come in, spam your chat. I mean, it's you can quickly ban them. Um, and no matter how many accounts they make, you just keep banning them. Um, I haven't had any major experiences with that. I've had a couple. Um, Came in with maybe 5 or 6 accounts. Thankfully, I have a few really good mods, and they mod in multiple channels. When they see that in one channel, they will ban all those accounts on multiple channels, including mine. And I have my partner Raven, Wolf Raven. They they're pretty quick on banning malicious things, and they're usually always lurking. And when something pops up, they tend to nip it quickly, and leaving me not to have to deal with it, which has been nice. But I mean, when I was the brief couple weeks I was streaming on Twitch, I've had malicious attackers on Twitch too. So it doesn't matter what platform you are on, you're going to have that. And Kickstaff has said if you have somebody that's causing problems, give them a screenshot, give them the names. They will do what they can to take care of it. And from what I hear, they will do IP bans on people. So thankfully, I haven't had to contact Kickstaff for anything like that. But the VTuber friends that I have here on Kick has had problems and has gone to Kickstaff, and Kickstaff has been very professional in dealing with it and rooting out the problems. Now, on that note, view botting has been an issue on Kick, where suddenly somebody will come in with a view bot and view bot your account.
Yeah.
Kick has made a public statement saying, guys, don't worry about it. We know when it's happening, we can see it, and it has no effect on your account. We we're working on taking care of it. And so far from what I've seen, they have been taking care of it. I know another streamer who may or may not have been view botted had reached out to Kickstaff, and they notice that their stream has a nice congruent level of viewership now after he's talked with Kickstaff. So um, there are solutions for a lot of the problems. I have found that Kick staff have been far easier and far more responsive to helping its streamers than Twitch has, from what I have seen, from the content creators that I watch and interact with.
Yeah, a couple things with V-botting. I did experience that during my short time on Kick. I was just randomly on one of my streams. I just had 50 viewers, like a flat 50, which like that's weird. That's not normal. Because normally I would have like one maybe two, but then I just saw the 50. Like that's odd. And well, it didn't really take me too long to realize. Oh, someone must have viewbotted me. And unfortunately, I do keep up with like content creator drama and all that. So like there's a lot of content creators on Kick that are like maybe Kick should ban them permanently, like stuff like that. And with the responsiveness of the moderation team, Kick seems to be doing a really fantastic job with that. I personally haven't experienced yet, but from seeing what others have gone through, and not even looking for it, but like just seeing people like talk about it on Twitter. The Twitch's moderation team is not the best at being responsive, and Kick seems to be doing a really good job of that, making a point of doing a good job at that.
Um, Wolf, my partner Wolf pointed out in chat a really good point. And it will be interesting to see as Kick develops as a platform on how they handle it on a larger scale. Um, as Kick is a growing platform and Twitch is, as they put it, pretty bloated. And I would actually agree. Twitch is a very bloated platform because the longest time it was the platform, the only platform. So it has a lot of people on there, and that's a lot of people for a company to have to monitor. So, so I know Twitch handles a lot of their stuff with AI or bots, you know,
Yeah,
to
you're always
help
gonna
their moderation.
yeah, you're always gonna receive a automated message.
hmm So, um, I know Kick will probably have automated messages in the future, um, but it will it will be interesting to see how Kick implements their future bot responses for helping them with the ticket queues, because they can either hire a whole bunch more staff or they can have bots make automated uh, response messages as the real people filter through everything and start looking into incidents as they roll in. So, I mean, on that flip side, people give Twitch crap for their bot system and their automated messages and stuff like that. Um, but they are a large company and you can only employ so many people and stay financially viable, um, to help with that sort of thing. So I do know it'll probably become a problem on Kick 2 in time. Um, but if they come up with something creative and new to deal with that, that would be a big benefit. And I think that's what they're trying to up with as they grow in popularity, is better ways to respond to issues.
Now, the VTuber community on Kick, what can you say about that? About the people you've met and the people you've come to know?
Uh, since the group of people in this community on Kick is smaller than it is on Twitch, as of right now, I could safely say that there is far less drama on Kick between VTubers, and it is more of a encouraging um, platform, supportive platform between the VTubers. Now, I'm not saying that there hasn't been any drama, because there certainly has. However, there's a far less drama here on Kick than there is on Twitch. And any VTuber that I have come across has been, at least for me, very supportive and very friendly. Um, that's not everyone. However, it seems to be the trend here on Kick is to be friendly and supportive with anyone you come across. Um, that being said, you put a bunch of people in the room, there's going to be issues and drama there or between someone. Um, and I have seen it, um, and I I have a no drama policy myself. I avoid it because I don't want to be involved in it. It has been increasingly hard to do um, when people come to you and ask you this and that about situations, and you have to give your opinion like anyone else. Um, but as a reminder to everyone, I mean, we are all adults, or at least we should be, per terms of service, to be using this platform. And essentially, we are coworkers, and etiquette should be, you know, coworker ethical, I guess you should say. Um, and I don't mean it as in a bad thing. Like, I'm friends with the people I interact with. I am genuinely their friend. Um, However, dealing with it professionally and as an adult should always be on the forefront when issues arise, because um, there isn't a problem that can't be solved with proper communication and um, and just understanding that everyone else has sees things a little differently. So you aren't always going to 100% get along. And if I wish if more people kept that in their the forefront of their brains and to let things slide a bit more, I think they'd be a lot happier. But that being said, between here and Twitch, Kick has been very friendly. My experiences on Twitch, I've also been quite friendly. However, I do know of the drama that happens on Twitch because you do see it.
Now, with the VTubers you met on Kick, are there any that you've come to really like look up to, or like any that really inspire you?
um, so yes, there are a few that I really enjoy watching when I am not when I'm not streaming. I mean, there are I really don't want to name names because that can lead to problems sometimes. As I've always tried, as I stated before, I always try to avoid drama. However, there was a VTuber that I knew of here on Kick that I looked up to when I was starting out, and they moved over to Twitch, which is unfortunate because I looked up to them. That was Scrambly Egg. They were starting out too, but I felt like their content was always a bit more polished than mine, so I always looked up to them. There are a few bigger ones here that I enjoy watching. Opportunist is one of them. Mr. Domo's another, as well as um, the people I hang out with. Stony Guy Gaming. He's a very professional streamer and very fun to interact with, very fun to hang out with. Um, and I do enjoy making content with them as well. And and there are some more popular ones, but I don't have as much interaction with them. Like Miss Leafy, she's a really good um, VTuber, and she has a lot of people following her and a lot of good content that they stream. I do look up to them. However, I don't have as much interaction with them as, say, some of the others.
So you had mentioned earlier that you play a lot of VR chat. Is that your would you call that your main game?
No, no. Um, it's for me, it's hard to consider VR chat as a game, even though there are games on VR chat that you can play with other people. I think of VR chat more as a platform, um, a system in which other things are done in. It's its own universe. So when I go on to VR chat, I'm on there to hang out, be myself, open with other people, and just enjoy a reality that's much better than the real one currently. Um, Now, that being said, um, I'm a variety streamer. I play all sorts of games. I don't think I have a main game. I used to main game games. Like for a long time it was World of Tanks, and I played that religiously every day for hours before touching any other games. And there have been games that go in and out like that. But ever since I became a VTuber and actively streaming, I found that having a main game is something that I have been discouraged in doing because content is always going to change and people aren't always going to want to watch the same thing. Excuse me one second. Hello, Succulent. Good to see you. Welcome in. Um, that being said, I do have somebody that I enjoy watching on Twitch all the time. I will name drop him. His name is Desperado, or he goes by Danny. Um, and his main game is Phasmophobia. Recently, oh, nice. Thank you. Um, he has been switching it up between Phasmophobia and Hitman. Um, but Phasmophobia is his main game. And there's another one, Landmark. I mean, a lot of people know Landmark if they've played Tarkov. Um, Succulent, welcome to the flock. Welcome in. Thank you for following. Most appreciated. Um, Landmark actually doesn't enjoy streaming Tarkov. Tarkov was his main game, probably still is his main game. There is that new one that's coming out that I saw him playing. But people who I found who main game a game seem to get very, very frustrated with that game and not enjoy what they're doing anymore, but still continue to play those games just because what their chat wants and what gets them views.
It it it,
However, I know some. Oh, go ahead.
it often tends to be like a shooter or a multiplayer game. From
Y-
what I've
Yeah,
seen,
yeah. Like
I think there's just like
Fortnite, Tarkov, PUBG. I mean,
Overwatch,
all of
Valorant.
Overwatch is a big one. Valorant, and then what is that other one? Apex.
Yeah, yeah, Apex Legends. I think there's just a problem with that whole genre.
It's. I want to say that while the game is fun and it is very fun to watch, I think what people more enjoy about it is its tendency to have a toxic nature. Anyone that I see playing those games will end up going get killed by another player and it eventually comes out of their mouth like, "Oh, come on. How did that happen?" Just the negative side of the game when you're just so into it that um you get frustrated when you die and that they when they get frustrated they over exaggerate, they over emote, and people really feed into that mini drama, as I like to call it.
Yeah,
I find it,
that's like a whole other like layer to like that side of a streaming or like just content creation in general.
yeah, yeah, and it's popular. People feed on that energy. They enjoy seeing that energy. There are a lot of viewers out there that while they enjoy a creator, they are little gremlins and they like to see their favorite content creator suffer a little bit. So games like that promotes the suffering of the person playing it, they tend to feed on that.
Yeah,
I
or like
find.
or like a horror game. Just watching your favorite
Yeah.
streamer, you would get scared.
Yep. Dead by Daylight is one of the big horror games out there that
That
people are
doubles as
playing
a
and playing and playing. As
multiplayer game.
yeah, and a toxic nature to it too from time to time as well. Um I find being a variety streamer and playing what I like and maybe what's popular during the time, being able to do that in the long run probably be more rewarding for both chat and um, the person doing the stream. Because you won't get tired of something, and two, the chat's always seeing something new. And I strive to do that. One of the problems with variety streaming, though, is you need to you need to be able to interact with chat. And if you're not actively interacting with chat, you tend to have a lower viewership. I know.
Yeah,
I'm at a
that's that
point.
for.
I'm at a sticky point where I don't have enough viewers to be interacting with them from start to finish of my chat or my stream, which is a bit annoying because I would like to have that chat interaction, but I don't. I have a lot of lurkers who just like to watch me play or are there to support me. And I'm fine with that. And being a variety streamer, though, that can be really hard sometimes because a lot of people rely on that chat interaction to keep them watching a variety streamer.
Yeah, that's definitely something I struggle with myself. Where a lot of my a lot of streams are more me adding commentary to the game I'm playing, and not so much me interacting with chat too much because my viewer count is still like relatively low. Like I'm still like on average in the single digits.
Hmm. Hey, Wolf Raven, if you don't mind shouting out Connie and Mystic, Cotton Fluffy Bunny, and Pokey Chi for me,
Yeah,
even the Blind Fox.
shout them out on Twitch too. No, I want to go back to a VR chat a bit. You were doing that before streaming on Kick. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. I I got VR a while ago, and my first experience with VR was an Oculus headset with the two little lighthouse theme things, and it was low tech, but I got to experience VR chat for the first time, and it was amazing. It was a lot of fun, and I found a world where I could be myself and do things. And so I upgraded to Quest 2, which then upgraded to the Index. Actually, the Quest 2 I bought as a impulse buy because um I had already ordered my Index, but I was waiting for it to arrive and I needed to be in VR. So I bought the Quest 2 to play on for the next couple days while my Index arrived. But it I played it for quite a while before I started streaming, and it was an outlet. I was in VR chat almost every day, because I had a hard day at work. I wanted to relax, and VR chat was the place to do it. VR chat has been a little less relaxing lately because I can't do the thing that I used to do all the time in VR chat was go to a movie world and lay there and watch a movie with my VR chat friends. I enjoy. I'm not cute. I'm comfy. Is one thing I regularly say in chat to chat almost every day when they call me cute. Um, because me that is me. I'm comfy. I enjoy going to those movie worlds or a world where I can lay back, relax, and just be comfortable. So when I'm streaming, I want to have that comfy vibe going because I like to be relaxed. I like to enjoy myself and relieve myself of the stresses of that day by just being comfortable. And I hope to help my chat be as comfortable as they can be when they're here. Um, that is that is the vibe I'm going for because I feel like it's extremely important. And part of the reason that I have that mindset is because VR chat was my comfort spot. When I got VR, it became one of the most comforting things in the world for me. Um, Especially during COVID, because that's when I really started. And and during COVID, it was a very stressful time in my life, and it was what was keeping me going was being able to log into VR chat every day and being in VR. Um, that being said, I want to be able to do more VR content on my stream. There are a few games that I want to try, like Ghost of Tabor or um, Into the Abyss or something like that. That other game. And then there's a few other VR chat or not VR chat. There's a few other VR games that I would like to play on stream. Um, and I've been slowly setting my room up. Yeah, Into the Radius. That's what it was. Uh, I've been slowly setting my room up to give me more space in my room to be able to explore my VR content more.
That's really great. Now, we are coming close to time here. Is there anything you'd like to say to the viewers? Is there anything you'd like to say to other kick streamers?
Um, well, I mean, I guess what I have to say is to enjoy yourself, relax, be comfortable, and enjoy what you're doing and enjoy chat and cherish every moment that you create with them because it's important to be happy. And if you're not happy doing this, you shouldn't be doing it. You should probably find something you enjoy more and invest in that because your life is short and spending it doing things that upset you um, is not a way to live your life. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy the people around you, and enjoy the things you create, and stay comfortable while doing it.